the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And how about we check the numbers for him?
During these last 10 games, he's been a menace on the defensive end. Poking balls loose, jumping passing lanes. He's been all over the place and piling up the steals as a result.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Amen Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the center position. And for Atlanta, Michael Porter out there with Dyson Daniels. Then there's Okongwu. Then it's Trae Young. And it's the Prophet in at the 2. And Grant, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things, or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Now here's Young. Pass to Okongwu. Porter from outside. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Van Vliet, and it's the Prophet with a rebound. All right, now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Quinn Snyder.
We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Van Vliet.
And just as tough as they come, Dylan Brooks battling for 2 points.
Young, the pass to Porter. Here's Okongwu. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. Fires in the triple.
And from that extended range, you do it better than Trae Young.
Porter against Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. Brooks has got 5 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's the Prophet. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. On the wing, Thompson. Lets it go. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Outside Young, out to the right wing, to the middle, tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And over the last 4 seasons, Stan, the Hawks have hovered around 500.
Yeah, but trending downward year over year. Without control of their first-round picks for the next 3 seasons from the DeJounte Murray trade, Brian, they've got no choice but to make it work.
Here's the Prophet. He's averaging almost 35 a game, a crucial player for them.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Young, a dependable scorer. He's averaging 31 a game so far. Outside for Porter. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. And here's Thompson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
It's his first trip to the line.
Jalen Green, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
And no luck that time either. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
The Prophet, the pass to Porter. Here's Daniels. Over Van Vliet. Daniels, that one's true. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Timeout called, the Rockets. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
Yeah, sweeping this club in the last season series was probably the highlight of an underwhelming year.
During the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. Houston, 4th.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Van Vliet against Young. Green, the pass to Şengün. Outside for Green. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Young. On the wing, Daniels. Five on the clock. Porter from outside. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Well, this is Porter's go-to shot. He's very proficient from three-point land.
Van Vliet outside. To the inside. Thompson. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Young. Inside. Pass to the Prophet. The 3. Rebound by Van Vliet. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. Steps back. Now here's Brooks. Back to Green. Out to Thompson. And here is Green. Okongwu with the rebound. Here's the Prophet. Green covering. The Prophet, the pass to Porter. And the 3 off target. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Young. Shots good by Thompson.
And that's just fantastic court awareness. Van Vliet sensing the overcommitment and finding the open teammate.
Now here's Young. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Daniels. And here's Porter outside. Connects from downtown. Porter's got 9.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Green. And it's the Prophet with a rebound.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
From the baseline. Young can't hit.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Brooks, the pass to Green. Van Vliet outside. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Ooh, shaking them out of their shoes. Van Vliet with the moves.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. And here's Porter outside. Unable to get that one. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Back to Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Outside, Green. 11 feet out. Atlanta with the rebound. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
B.A. Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. First free throw is good.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Risacher comes in for Daniels. Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets. Holiday comes in for VanVleet. And Brooks drops them both. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Now here's Young. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. Free throw is good. Young.
Yeah, and you know, Young gets to the line as much as any small guard.
Eason's checked in for Houston. And both free throws good for Young.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Thompson outside. Back to Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Launches it from deep. And it's the Prophet with a rebound. The Prophet's got 4 rebounds now. Out left to the wing. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Houston.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
On the wing, Brooks. He has 7. From 12 feet, and the jumper falls for him. Brooks has got 9.
Such a reliable mid-range shooter. Brooks doesn't hesitate when he sees an opportunity to rise up from there.
Here's the Prophet, defended by Şengün. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Smith. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
We've got Clint Capella. Michael Porter out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Trae Young, and it's the Prophet in at the shooting guard. So that's the Hawks 5.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Thank you, B.A. With all the teams working against the upcoming trade deadline, news tonight is about the Atlanta Hawks. They're getting a guy who can make shots no matter who's on him. Michael Porter Jr. is tall, lengthy, gets good lift off the floor. He has a very high release point. We've seen defenders run at him, full sprint, and he just calmly rises up and knocks it down. You need finishers like that.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has gotten his second bucket.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Here's the Prophet. To the paint. Outside for Porter. Young, the pass to Capella. Shoots over Şengün. Capella can't get it to go.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Thompson. 6 to shoot. The baseline J is on the way. Shoots. Van Vliet misses.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
To the left side wing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, you have to be a great passer to average double-figure assists, and that's something Young has done multiple times.
Now a timeout called by Houston. He's checked in for Michael Porter. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Whitmore's checked in for Green. The Rockets have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Van Vliet misses.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Daniels. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Back to Whitmore. Down low. Here's Şengün. And that one's drained from the low block. And the Rockets lead by 1. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Now here's Young. Give him 8. Pass to the Prophet. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. The open shot by Van Vliet. Outside Whitmore. Van Vliet outside. Over Young. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
And clearly from mid-range, Van Vliet seems pretty comfortable. As long as he likes the angle, that's a shot he can make.
Tries the spin move. The Prophet. And he goes in for the dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Outside Eason. Throws it up high. It's Eason with the jam.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's the Prophet. He's got 6. Pass to Rizache. Here's the Prophet. Whitmore defending. Thompson goes in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That first step is so dangerous with Amin. I mean, he was just gone.
Here's Rizachet. Here's the Prophet. Shoots, and Rizachet gets it to go. He's got 9. Coach, when you look at the best defensive teams, what's the balance between IQ, smarts for the game, versus effort?
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies, both as a team and as individuals. And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
Here's Rizachet. After the basket by Houston.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And we've got 1:18 left in the second period. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Started.
So for the Rockets, Dillon Brooks comes in for Eason, and Green is subbed in for Whitmore. High post Green. Green rising up.
And this guy can just fly. Green lifts off and slams it down.
Young, the pass to the Prophet. Okongwu, a screen on Green. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Houston leading by 3. There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Van Vliet. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Green's got 8.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. And it's Green missing.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
On the wing, Daniels.
Hey, yo, right here.
Picked up by Okongwu. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
Amin Thompson, he is feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for Houston. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Come on. They're measuring up the shot. Please give it up for the participants.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
Adding a top player still with upside is an accomplishment. Porter Jr. with great length, skill, and we know he can shoot it.
For him, it's been about health. When he's feeling good, he could take your offense to a whole nother level, Shaq.
Yeah, but can he stay healthy?
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, you gotta like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. 3-point lead. So on the floor for Houston. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Alperen Sengun out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Thompson in at the 3.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Now here's Young. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Amin Thompson.
Well, year after year, Young is one of the best when it comes to drawing fouls.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he drops the first. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic. But it's got to be the names out there that people know.
Now here's Green. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Green's got 10.
And you can tell Green has a good feel for his game. He knows how to find his shots.
Here's the Prophet. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Outside, Green. Again, Green missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to the Prophet. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he hammers in the reverse slam. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
The Rockets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Van Vliet finds Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Van Vliet. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Now here's Young. He's got 10. Inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
Number 5, 10 seconds. Team play.
Now Van Vliet. He's got 9. Neil Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Here's the Prophet over to the left wing. Okongwu has the open look, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Green with the ball. He's got 10. Thompson outside. And he lobs it up top. And it's Green missing.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Lets it go from deep. The Prophet, that's good. The Prophet's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Thompson outside. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's got 9 points here in the second half. Hawks trail by 3. Here's the Prophet. 15 points in the game. Outside Young. Launches a 3. Brooks with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Green. The 3-ball. Rebounded by Daniels.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's the Prophet, defended by Thompson. Back to Daniels. Now here's Young. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah, the defense is right to challenge Young inside, but he's a persistent guy.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
And both free throws good for Young. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. The Prophet, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Shoots over Thompson. And Atlanta misses again. Houston leading by 3. And here's Green from the arc. The rebound by the Hawks. Porter's got 4 rebounds now.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's the Prophet. Green covering. Floats one. Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 11 points.
Well, that's just one of the many ways Porter Jr. can win. That time goes in softly.
Timeout called. Houston. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
As the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's a Kongwu. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And coach, with a Kongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing a Kongwu does is he is all over the glass.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Houston. Van Vliet outside. Outside, Green. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Hits the 3-pointer.
Yeah, he's a terrific distributor. When you leave someone open on Young's team, he's going to find them.
The Rockets have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Brooks outside from deep. And Fred Van Vliet, good for 3. Van Vliet's got 17 points here in the second half. Outside Porter. Back to Young from outside the arc. Brooks with the rebound.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Outside, Green shoots from the elbow. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Hawks trail by 5. Here's the Prophet. Oh!
Wow!
The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Green's feeling it at the arc.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his 3-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Young, the pass to Porter. A screen on Brooks. Back to Porter. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Porter's got 14.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Van Vliet. 23 points in the game. And again, it's Houston.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Outside Porter. Back to Young. It's deflected.
I mean, that was pure hustle by Van Vliet, giving his all to influence the shot and swat it away.
The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Driving in. Here's the Prophet. 20 points for him. Pass to Porter. 5 to shoot. And it's the Prophet missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's Green missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The Prophet, the pass to Young. Here's the Prophet. The 3 is up. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Houston in the lead. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's the Prophet. Oh, he packs it down.
That is is incredible.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 25. Gets the three to fall. Van Vliet's got 28.
And when Van Vliet kicks it up a notch, get out of his way. Keep letting him do his thing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's the Prophet. Good on the bucket. 27 points for him. 1:52 left in the third. And it's Green with the ball for Houston. They lead by 1. Şengün finds Green. Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 6. Unloads. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Van Vliet's got 30.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Atlanta making some changes. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Risache comes in for Daniels, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Young. Ball left side. Pass to Risache. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Risache's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, that's what Risache is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Eason a screen on Ball. Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Eason with room. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's the Prophet. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside, Green. Screen by Eason. Here's Whitmore outside. Not going to go that time. The Hawks trailing. Here's the Prophet. And that misses. That would have put him up. Houston shooting an efficient 55% in the third quarter. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Green for 3. He buries it from 3. 18 points for him.
Can't play too far off of Green because he's skilled at pulling up and torching you.
Here's the Prophet. There's the drive. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Fred Van Vliet has been on display for the Rockets. And he's recorded his season high in points and hopes to add on as the game continues. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Houston making some changes. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Thompson. And Green is subbed in for Whitmore. We've got Ball. Michael Porter out there with Onyeka Okongwu. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's the Prophet in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Green. There's the block. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Here's Van Vliet, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. Van Vliet's got 32 points in the game. The Hawks have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth, 6 of 7. Here's the Prophet. Green covering. Pass to the Prophet. Clock at 6. Here's Daniels. Up and over Brooks. And Atlanta misses again. For Houston, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. And he's going for the lob.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Houston has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. To the inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Ball outside. On the wing, Daniels. Brooks defending. On the wing, Daniels. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago, going up against the Bulls.
And for that game against the Knicks, this is one we've all been waiting for. Two of the best teams in the league going at it. And you know whoever wins is going to be viewed as a finals contender.
Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Whitmore's checked in. Here's Şengün. Over ball. Houston with another miss. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's the Prophet. The drive. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. To the middle. Here's Easton. It's Easton with the jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's the Prophet. He's still feeling it. He hits the back iron and sinks it. The Prophet's got 35.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
And here's Brooks. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
The free throw drops for Brooks. Daniels is checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Ball. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Van Vliet comes in for Whitmore. And Brooks drops them both. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Porter. Here's the Prophet. Just 5 on the clock. Shakes him. And it's good on the layup. The Prophet's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Green finds Van Vliet. And here is Thompson. Outside for Green. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's the Prophet.
just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Rockets trail by 4. Now, here's Green. Pass to Van Vliet. Outside for Green. Fires for 3. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Green's got 23.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
On the wing, Porter. Here's the Prophet. Porter with a screen on Green. To the wing on the left. Porter the pass to Young. Over Van Vliet. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Now Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Another 3 from Houston.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Young with it. Out to the wing. Here's the Prophet. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. The Prophet's got 42 in the game. The Rockets call timeout. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over the last break. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And here is Green. 3-pointer. No luck on that one. Here's the Prophet. Green covering. Here's the Prophet. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Van Vliet's got 4 rebounds now. Green, the pass to Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Tries again. Shoots over Okongwu. Şengün, no good. Atlanta leading by 3. From deep 3-point range. Porter's shot is off.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. The Rockets pull it in. Van Vliet's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Green. 1:27 left in the 4th. And here's Şengün to take the lead. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Okongwu. Here's the Prophet. Brooks defending. On the wing, Daniels. Fires from deep. Brooks with the rebound.
The defender doesn't overdo it and risk a foul, but he definitely impacts the release.
Şengün, a screen on Porter. And here's Green from the arc. Second chance shot. Pass to Daniels.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Here's Green. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure? Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
So it's the Rockets now. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The Rockets call timeout. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Pass to Şengün. Green up top. The rebound by Atlanta. And he commits the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
2 seconds.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an open.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Van Vliet with a deep 3, and the miss. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.